eyes, Mom. Somebody made her lie to me. Made her say that she was all right. She was obviously scared. You're sure? I didn't look. She was terrified. Which is why you backed out of your fucking the underground listening. I was afraid that I would fall apart on stage. And I needed that extra time to think of what would help her. I just...
No, don't get up there.
You have to. You cannot leave your sister out there alone when she's being forced.
Sit down.
That guy, he told me that if I told anyone else,
Sit down. Sit down.
Tessa, that is just a scare tactic. Only if it's not. Alright, so...
Hey, Patrice.
And maybe something bad happens.
Hey, you guys.
So you don't go. And
Bless Tuesday, my loves.
because she's going to suffer. Mentally, physically.
Get down.
You have to go to the...
Hey, you guys.
They have experience.
Get down. Why are you trying to jump up here on me? No, you cannot get up here. Y'all see how he's trying to jump up on me like that?
Why did you tell me about Crystal?
No, stay. Down, down. Go home, go home, go.
And you can depend on me.
Hey, you guys.
Get you through this, which I am going to do. Starting
It's so good to see you guys.
station, and you're gonna tell
Oh,
me
he done got me all tangled up in here. You hear me?
Put himself at risk.
someone have to do something.
Okay, Sharon, you need to tell me.
Look, you guys.
Scott met with a prostitute.
Your girl is down. Hey, cousin.
After Crystal and the girls.
Hey, my back. Hold on. Okay.
He would say that.
Hey, you guys. Your girl's down. I've been down for a couple of days. I'm okay. I'm just really tired. Haven't been feeling good. Hey, I love you guys so much.
Against her will.
And as I said, my detective.
So I just said, you know what? I was blessed to get all my meds this morning, you guys. They had to overnight it to me, but I'm okay. I'm not feeling good at all, my love, but I'm here. I'm alive, so I can't complain.
There must be something.
So I had a rough couple of days or whatever, but I'm in here laying on my couch, so I'm like, I'm going to just come talk to you guys while I'm sitting here. There's so much stuff I want to say, you know what I'm saying? And, but before I even start talking about this stuff, I just want to come show my face and love on you guys so much and tell you, you know what, even though I wasn't on here for the last couple of days, I see you guys. I see you guys doing what you're doing. Look, listen to this. Part of what I want to say today, you guys, like, really listen to this. Like, part of what I want to say is keep doing, like, what you're doing. Thank you so much, my love. I will. That's what I have you guys here for, you know what I mean? Because, like I said, you guys push me to feel better and to stay strong and all that stuff. So, I'm okay. Don't worry about that. But, look, this is what I want to say. You know what I'm saying? Like, this whole hurricane thing has been going on for almost 2 weeks. I'm going to say almost 2 weeks because, you know what I'm saying, I'm counting the time that they were even talking about it coming and happening and things like that. So on that note, you know what I'm saying, like I said, you guys always make sure you do one good thing a day for someone, love on someone. You know what I mean? I know that we all want to do something so much more than what we can do right now. But the best thing to do is to just be there, be aware. I couldn't come on live the last couple of days, but what I did do is I made sure I had my phone in the bed with me. And if I saw people like sharing and posting things and they needed help, I tried to share as much as I could. I think I shared like maybe a job, hiring somewhere or whatever, but your girl been out of it, so a lot of things that I did the last couple of days, it's kind of foggy to me. But look, listen, just continue to love on one another, be aware and be cautious to share and spread the love, you know what I mean, because, you know what I mean, our family and our people and things are going, or, you know what I'm saying, they're going through things that we have not had to face, you know what I mean, especially if you're living in California or what have you, or other places, you know what I mean. It's very horrific. It's very horrifying what they're going through, you know what I'm saying. And like I said, I've been watching this like way when they were trying to warn people to tell them to evacuate their homes and things like that. And so it's a couple of things I want to talk about pertaining to that. When I woke up this morning and I came on Facebook to check everybody out to see what they were doing. And it's this whole thing with Joel Osteen, you know what I mean, and his congregation and his church. Look, listen to this. It's 2 stories I want to tell y'all. But you know what? I'm going to save that for later. I'm going to close it out with that. Let me tell y'all what happened to my husband and I think it was the day before yesterday, right? And this goes to show you to always love on somebody and to be neighborly and to be a good neighbor, okay? So we wake up the day before yesterday morning and we getting up with our daily routine, regular routine. Now, mind you, I wasn't really feeling good, but once I found out what was really going on, it's on battery saver. Can you turn that down for me a little bit? And so look, you guys, let me tell you guys what happened. So we woke up that morning, like we had got our daughter off to school. So we usually get up to go on with our day or whatever. Now, mind you, I'm going to leave names out because I don't feel like it's important to put people's names and blast them out like that because it ain't that serious. And like I tell you guys, I always tell you guys to do something that I would never tell you guys to do something that I wouldn't do myself. You know what I'm saying? And so with that being said, I'm lying in bed and the doorbell rings. My husband jumps up because we thinking that it's somebody else. We actually thought it was the gas man. So we were running to give him the payment for the gas. However, it's one of our other neighbors that lives in our unit, not in our unit, in our building, because there's a big building we live in. And she's frantic because the baby that lives upstairs, he's 1. He gets out of the house, runs out into the driveway because he's looking for his dad or his parent. So the little baby is tall enough, big enough to reach the lock to come out. And so, mind you, hey Shahida, my love, blessed Tuesday. So mind you, my husband is in a panic. So he runs back inside. By this time, I'm thinking that it had been the gas man. He's like, no, babe, like the baby just ran outside and another neighbor stopped to be trying to figure, she was trying to figure out who the baby belonged to. Now, mind you, yes, it was a black baby, right? And so I have something to say about that as well. And I immediately jumped up out of the bed, not feeling good. And I said, wait for me. I want to come too. So I throw this robe on right here behind me and I grab my phone and we run outside. Now, mind you, they live upstairs from me. So we're talking to the lady that stopped and she's saying like, I don't know if I need to take this baby with me or, you know, did the people leave the baby in the house by themselves? What happened? You know what I'm saying? Like, I would feel bad if I just leave this baby in the house. I agree. I'm a mom, right? However, as parents, you have all had some, you know, split, quick decisions that you've had to make as parents. Doesn't mean that it's a good decision, but we've all made them. And so I'm thinking from all angles, I'm thinking like, okay, it's really not good to go into somebody's house because that's trespassing from a laws perspective. And it's not good for somebody to go grab somebody's kid and they hollering, kicking and screaming because then the other neighbors might think you're trying to kidnap somebody's child. Because the lady that stopped said, well, I'll take the baby to my house. And then being that you're the neighbor, you can write a note, tell them I live in unit, blah, 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 blah. They can come pick up their baby. So at some point I was like, well, if the baby is here by itself, then yeah, you don't want to leave a baby in there by itself. You know what I'm saying? Because either going to be one or two things. Either you're going to take the baby with you or you got to call 911. Okay? But then here's the thing. As black folk, we know that if 911 gets called because your 1-year-old child is in the house by itself, they're going to take that kid and any other kids that go along with it. For some reason, it just kept I kept telling myself, hold up, just wait a while. Like, let's think this through. You know what I'm saying? Because something has to be right. So my husband goes in there and he tries to get the baby. The baby would not go to anyone, which was a smart thing. So obviously, these parents teach their kids right because they wouldn't just go to any stranger, right? So after that, guess what happens? Because I was like, I'm not finna step foot in there. But this is the thing that was like making me cry because the baby nose was just running with green mucus. Okay, any parent knows or any person knows that take care of a child that kids get colds all the time. But it usually goes from a clear runny nose to yellow, and from yellow to green. And if it's green, then you need to get that child into an emergency room or take them to a doctor, because that's probably pneumonia going on or something, or it's going to head that way. So I just got real teary-eyed, like, this baby is sitting here with a runny nose with green mucus coming out of, I mean, like, literally hanging. And so my initial thing was, let's just wait it out. You know what I'm saying? So in the midst of us waiting it out, then here comes this other baby that's waking up, right? That was asleep. So he was 10. We're asking him, well, where's your parents at? How old are you? Blah, 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 blah. And so the neighbor was like, well, I can take them both. And I'm saying to myself, well, that could be very hard. You know what I'm saying? That might be not. So, yeah. So I'm like, that's probably not a good thing to do. Now, luckily, the 10-year-old knew its parents' cell phone number. So obviously, mom was at work. Dad had to go run an errand to go pick up one of the other children. And in his head, he said, well, my kids are asleep. I probably can be back before they wake up. That didn't happen. The baby went outside before he came back, and the 10-year-old stayed and slept hard because he didn't hear the 10-year-old go outside. Here's the moral of that story, to make a long story short. Don't be so quick to judge people. Don't be so quick to judge neighbors, okay? Because when we finally got to the mom to call her while she was at work, the mom just broke down crying hysterically, like, oh my God, he just ran out to go get one of the kids, and he's coming right back. You know what I'm saying? And if it had been anybody else, and you guys know exactly what I'm talking about, if it had been anybody else, they would have been quick to call 911. They would have been quick to criticize that parent, to call them horrible parents. And when the dad rolled up, he was so hysterical. All he could do was basically just continuously hug everybody, and he was just shaking, like shivering, shaking. So I'm saying that to say, like, just do the neighborly thing. Don't be so quick to judge. Hey, Netaboo. Don't be so quick to judge the person because you feel like, because sometimes we could get all in our feelings, you guys, and we'll be like, oh, you know what? If that was my kids, I wouldn't do that, and I wouldn't do this. Yeah, I don't care what nobody say. We've all been at that point where it's like, dang, you know what? My kids are asleep, and if I wake them up, you know what I mean? It's going to take me longer to get to the car. I can be right back. Like, we've done that as parents. A lot of people ain't going to admit the truth, and they're going to make it seem like they're the world perfect parent, and we make mistakes and we fall short all the time. All I'm saying is that I'm glad that at the end of the day that those parents didn't have to worry about feeling as horrible as they already felt. You know what I'm saying? You got one parent who's working, you got the other parent the other parent who's trying to hold it down while that other parent is at work. They new to the neighborhood, they don't know anybody. You know what I mean? And the average person is not going to come knock on somebody's door that they don't know and say, you know what, do you think you could watch my kids for 5 minutes? That just doesn't happen. But like I said, we'll be so quick to judge somebody and say, you know what, like, oh, they don't even deserve to be parents. I'm finna call CPS on their behind and blah, 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 blah. But yeah, you know what? What if that was you in that situation and you made the wrong split decision within a matter of seconds? And before you know it, because like me and the other lady was saying, we know how this is going to go. Number one, they black. Number two, if the police come, they're going to call CPS and they're going to take those kids because number one, it's a 1-year-old and a 10-year-old by itself. The 10-year-old should be in school. Don't know why yet, but that ain't none of my business. But that's how they're going to see it. And furthermore, do you guys have other kids? And if you do, where the hell they at? Because we finna go take them too. And it would have been so hard for those parents to get their kids back. So if you see a parent who is bawling their eyes out because they're at work and they can't get to their damn kid, doesn't mean that they don't love their kid because they just made a freaking mistake. They just made a mistake. So don't be so quick to judge people and put your own feelings in front of somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Ultimately, because they just parents and they just made a mistake. You know what I'm saying? Right, cousin. So at the end of the day, sometimes we as human beings, we will get so far in our life and we feel like that those other people are supposed to be where they are. When 9 times out of 10, they ain't even nowhere close to where they need to fucking be. But they got all the answers. They could figure everything out and they could tell you what you're doing right, what you're doing wrong, and how you could do it better. I'm doing much better. I got my medicine, Selena, so I'm doing much better. Thank you for asking. But yeah. So look, don't be so quick to judge. You know what I'm saying? Because guess what? We up today don't mean that we won't be in those people positions tomorrow. We don't know what could happen. You know what I'm saying? And it could, like I said, it could be a split second, and then you have to make this life altering decision. And in your mind, even though you got a million things going, you really feel like it makes sense. But it's so hard for people to band together to help each other out because they always want to be fucking right. You're not going to always be right. But what you can do is try to figure out the right thing to do to help the next person so that in turn you will be blessed. Yeah, I'm not completely good, but I'm talking today. So today is definitely better than it was yesterday and the day before. But yeah. So do, like, you know what I'm saying, love on each other and do the neighborly thing. I don't give a damn if you don't like the person. And the person, you might be enemies with the person. I would never want my enemy to go through something that I wouldn't want to go through. It's a lot of people that I don't particularly care for, but I would never want them to suffer because of my own selfish feelings. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, at the end of the day, I'm a human being and they're human beings. And so if you put yourself in a position, you kind of understand, like, damn, you know what I mean? Because I'm not going to lie. Like, I was real sad for the child and for the kids. But I also understand that we as parents, they look at parents like, oh, y'all always have to have the right fucking answers and do what's politically correct all the time. And you have to think quick on your feet. And ultimately, we just human beings, you know what I mean? And we learn and we fall short every single day. Hey, TT, blessed Tuesday, my love. You know what I'm saying? So we all make mistakes. So at the end of the day, guess what? We was able to watch over these babies. The baby wasn't hurt that ran into the street. The father was able to come home and take care of his kids. And at the end of the day, they didn't have to worry about their fucking kids being taken because somebody was so in their feelings that they rather see the parents hurt than to help. I miss you so much too. I love you, sis. Yeah. Like, don't be so angry to just be against people. You know what I'm saying? But guess what? As soon as somebody quick to do it to us, oh, we want to tear up everything. We want to cuss everybody out. We want to beat everybody's behind. But why you want to go through all that when ultimately you was just quick to do it to the next person? You know? So what I'm saying is this, because I want to move on to the next thing. You know what I'm saying? Just love on one another. It don't have to be because it's your own fucking people. You know what I'm saying? I feel like this. If you in the same demographic as me or not, if I'm able to help you, I will. Now, whatever you do in your life, that's on you. That's something that you have to deal with between you and your God. I am not the one to judge you. I have no jurisdiction on what your punishment will be. Even if you did something wrong to me, it is not up to me to figure out what your punishment is going to be. You know what I'm saying? That's for God to figure that out. You know what I mean? Nor can I judge you. I'm not going to sit here and judge them. Like, I questioned it. Don't get me wrong. I questioned it like, damn, you know, what was up with this? But I get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then when you contact the parents and the parents are bawling their eyes out, it makes you feel even more worse because it's like, damn, you know, like they do care, you know. And what if I would have made the wrong decision? And these parents who just ain't even been here that long, just moved in, would have had to like fight to get their kids back. You know what I'm saying? And I'm telling you like this, when you born with skin color like this, they make it a lot more difficult for you to get your kids back. And it has nothing to do with a race thing. But if your pigmentation is a little bit lighter, then it's a little more easy for you to fight the system and say, oh, you know what, I made a mistake, like, please forgive me. And they quick to give you your damn kids back. But why put somebody in a situation that basically gonna have to dig themselves to get out of? It ain't that goddamn serious. So to sum it up, look, keep loving on people, keep sharing these posts. I know it's a lot more, it's so much more I want to do. It really is. It's just that I'm not in a position to health-wise. I'm not in a position health-wise right now to do more. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's plenty of things I could do. I can try to do clothes drives, food drives, just, you know, little small donations and whatever I can find. And I'm gonna do that. You know what I mean? Because there's way more time into this hurricane thing that's going on. And I always look at this situation like, you know what? I'm not in a situation, but it doesn't mean that I won't be in it tomorrow. You know what I mean? And so you can do the smallest thing, you guys. So the smallest thing is make sure you pay attention to your social media pages. We do it all the time, whether something's going on or not. If you see these families up here posting their photos saying I haven't seen my family member, or I'm stuck in my house and I can't get out, keep sharing it and sharing it and sharing it until it gets to the right person so that these people can get help. And hey, Tish, love you, girl. Yeah, just keep doing the smallest thing, because the smallest thing could be the biggest thing. You know what I'm saying? And just keep loving on everybody. You know what I mean? And don't worry about what the next person is doing, because what the next person is doing is none of our business. It's none of your business. And all you need to do is just focus on you being a better you. And in tune of that, your God will see that, and it will not go unforeseen. So just continue to do as much as your heart can do at the time you can do it. It doesn't matter how much you do, or if somebody doing more than you or doing less than you. Just do what you can. You know what I'm saying? I was sitting here sick, hunched over. Like for the last 2 days, I didn't even know where the hell I was. I was telling my husband, like, look, everything hurt. My skin hurt. My eyes hurt. My hair hurt. Even my hair that ain't my hair hurt. But, you know what I mean? Like, I still felt compelled to try to do as much as I could. I couldn't come on here and do live, but I wanted to just try to share these videos and make sure I get things out. You know what I'm saying? I saw somebody post some hiring post or whatever. I wanted to share that to get it out, and I wanted to come out here and get to you guys as fast as I could. But you know what I mean? Like I said, your girl's down right now, but God gonna make a way out of no way for me. I'm not afraid. You know what I mean? It is what it is. And so, yeah, Tish, we're going to pray for everybody, you know what I'm saying? We're going to pray for your family and all the other families that's out here that's going through it and things like that. And that just brings me up to what I'm about to say next. So, like I said, continue to do you. Continue to do as much as you can when you can. I just went to Walgreens like not even 30 minutes ago. And guess what? I donated $1. I wish I could have donated $10 or $100. I just didn't have it at the time. But do you think that my dollar is going to be unacknowledged because somebody that came in 20 minutes before me donated 10? No. It doesn't matter if you donate $1 or 10 cents or $10 or $100. You know what I'm saying? Like, good work is good work. Do what you can. Do what your heart can afford. Right? So, like I said, this goes to what I'm about to say next. And is it a messed up thing? Yeah, it's a very messed up thing. And this is part of why I you know what I'm saying? This is part of why I'm going to say I is in me personally. I fight with my religion, not my spirituality. It's two different things. You know what I'm saying? I feel like spirituality is you believing in what's right versus what's wrong, and using your common sense and using your heart and loving on people and all that type of stuff, right? However, when I say I deal with I fight with my religion, because like God says, we are not supposed to put our trust into men. So the question that I've always had is, well, if I'm not supposed to put my trust into men, that means in order for me to serve my religion, I have to be taught by men. I have to be taught by someone. And I want to make sure that the person that's teaching me is halfway right. I don't expect them to be 100% right, because that means that he or she would be perfect. I'm saying that I want them to be halfway right, right? So that's the thing that I deal with. So that brings me to what I'm about to say right now, because when I got on Facebook this morning, the first thing that was plastered all over the place was this Pastor Joel Osteen that has all these multiple churches in Texas and all this stuff, and his doors was closed. So at one point, you know, it's a lot of people upset, like, how can he not open his doors to people who really need it? Guess what? That's his judgment. Hey, Sandra, love you, girl. That's his judgment day. That's not for me to say when his judgment day will be. It's not for you guys to say when his judgment day will be. Guess what? That's something he gonna have to wrestle with for himself. Because the God-fearing person in me would have said, I don't care if my church is flooding or not. I'm going to let these people in. If I can save some lives, I'm going to let these people in my churches. Plural, not singular. But if he felt like he wanted to close these churches off for whatever reasons it was, whether if it was right or wrong, then that is what he chose as an individual. And so all you can do is see it. Hey, boo. All you can see it is address it and You can be opinionated about it, but move on. Move on and do what he is not doing. Move on and be better than he is. You know what I'm saying? Because maybe if he see more people like that, then maybe it would change his way of thinking. It might not change his way of thinking now, but I'm going to tell you just like this. Even a killer have a conscience, and I'm going to leave it at that. Okay? A pastor who, you can have a pastor who, or people that practice religion who preach one thing to others, and then when it comes to themselves, then they do the total opposite, right? And so that's all a part what makes us human. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna come out and say this, and a lot of people are not gonna agree with me, but this is just my opinion. You have a lot of people who will follow people like him and will put this person on a high pedestal, knowing that this person is human, and they fall short, just like the people that go sit in there and listen to him on a daily basis, right? And instead of them judging this person accordingly as a human being, they'll put this person on a high pedestal. And so the first time this person does something outlandish, as such as saying, I'm going to close my doors because I am not going to house these people that just got flooded out of their places. You know, you probably got some people that's probably dead in their cars under this water. And of course, he's not fully affected by it. So of course, he's not going to have the same reaction. But guess what? That's okay. Let him have the reaction he's going to have. You know what I'm saying? Because you're going to have people that's going to be so pissed off about it that they can't even focus about what they need to do because they so mad about what this pastor is doing. You know what I'm saying? So forget all that. Yeah, it's messed up. You know, then they come back and they want to retract the story and say, well, he said that he closed the churches out because his churches was flooded. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? Tomato, tomato. You know what I'm saying? However, that does not stop me from wanting to do as much as I can, you know what I'm saying, and how I can. You know what I mean? I'm not going to allow somebody to take me off my focus, off my game because of their stupidity and because of things that they don't want to do in order for them to completely try to live their life right under their God. And I stress that you know what I'm saying, statement widely when I say their God. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes, I'm going to keep it real with you, sometimes the God we serve, the other person don't serve the God we serve. It's just like I always say, if somebody come to me and ask me, oh, you know what? They can come to me right now and say, you know what? My sister, you down and I see you not feeling good and you haven't been able to move in days. Can I pray for you? Well, no disrespect, who you praying to? You know what I'm saying? You got to ask folks that these days. So I'm saying all that to say, be careful who you put on high pedestals and who you worship and who you know what I'm saying? Like God, he didn't, you know what I'm saying? That's another thing he didn't like. You know what I'm saying? He does not like people to idolize or worship objects, people, and things. You know what I'm saying? That's a whole nother subject I'm not even going to get into right now because then that would just be Satan just trying to get on my bad side. Continue to do you. Continue to be a good person. Sometimes you're going to have to be a good person to those who are not good to you. And in turn of that, it's okay. It does not make you weak. It does not make you stupid. It does not make you an idiot. It does not make you a dumb, horrible person because you are being nice to the people that are not nice to you. Right? All it does is just make you a better human being. Right? So that at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? You will continue to be blessed. Your family will continue to be blessed. Your loved ones, whoever that is, friends, family, and anything around you will continue to be blessed. And it doesn't take a lot to do that. Like I said, you do what your heart can afford. If you just want to do one good thing a day, that's good enough for you. And it doesn't take somebody else to come say, oh, well, you only did this one little thing. So what you think that he just going to come save you completely? No, that's not what I'm saying. You know, because he's never going to come when you want him to come. He's going to come when he feel like it's necessary. So let's just get that out there. Okay. So blessings, when you bless somebody, you don't bless people to look for things back automatically. It's just going to come depending on what you give out. Okay. So it has nothing to do with how big or wide or heavy or light you know what I'm saying, your love is or your blessing is, because guess what? Today you might only be blessed enough to give $1, but doesn't mean next week you won't be able to give 10. Or the month after that or two, you might be able to give 100. So you give what your heart can, but just continue to give. So like I said, as long as you guys are still doing what you're doing, I see everybody doing what they're doing, and it's a beautiful thing. You know what I mean? When people are on here and they are posting their pictures and they're asking for help, I don't care if you have to share it 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, 20 times. Just it doesn't take much to hit a share button. You know what I'm saying? You have a lot of people that feel like, oh, it just take too much out of my day because I have to do all this and I got to move my little hand and press that share button. It only took you a millimeter of a second to do that. You know what I mean? And in turn of you doing that, it can just keep transferring and get to the right person until that right person can get that person to help. Because you have to think about it this way. What if you was in the position? How would you feel? You know what I mean? Would you want that person to be like, I ain't got time to press no share button. I got stuff to do in my life. You know what I'm saying? For real. You know, I'm just being real. Like, 'cause everything that I go through, I always try to like add myself in the analogy. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm not like the world renowned speaker. No, I don't always have stuff right. But for the things that I do know, I learn from my own experiences. And I always try to treat people the way I want to be treated. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of us will say that, and then we'll turn around and do the opposite. And I know that that's not going to continue to help me in my endeavors, in my situations. You know what I'm saying? Because I want to take too much time out of my day to be evil and mean for no damn reason. You know what I'm saying? So, like I say, if we would have took it upon ourselves to just be in our damn feelings and be like, oh, how dare they? Like, they don't deserve to have children because who just leaves their 1-year-old and their 10-year-old at home with a runny damn nose and not take their kids with them. So for that, I'm going to call 911 on their ass. They don't deserve to have their kids. Like, if I would have been mean to do that, then I would have felt about me or my husband to do something horrible like that when all it took was a little patience and a little time and just to think things through instead of just trying to, because I'm telling you right now, I'm going to keep that shit real. That's the last thing I want to do is go in somebody else's house that I don't reside in and trespass and take somebody else's baby. Now, if it's girl and I had to save their life, then yes, I would make that decision. But for some reason, I just kept saying, you know what? No, I'm not going to just jump to conclusions. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's got to be some type of logical explanation for this. Like, yeah, you have people that just walk out and leave their kids. But, hold up. And then right when that happened, here comes the 10-year-old baby saying, you know, can I call my dad? Sure. Here's the cell phone. Mom picked up right away. Mom said, oh, I'm on the phone with him right now. And he got here 5 minutes later. So when you work together as a team and not work against people, then things work out. So at the end of the day, we were able to do a good deed. These parents still have their children. They're able to keep striving for whatever it is they have to strive for. It is not my deal to sit here and say if people, you know what I'm saying, are working off of their demons or not. Because just guess what? You can look like you got your shit together. Don't mean you got it together. It's a lot of us walk around and we look like we perfect and we do the right thing and say the right thing. But at the end of the day, our shit be just as fucked up, if not worse. You know what I'm saying? So just continue to love on one another. Continue to try to be as positive as you can. You know what I'm saying? You're going to be put in a lot of situations where you're not going to feel as positive. You know what I'm saying? Like, for the last couple of days, I just have not had the energy to do anything at all whatsoever. I think I probably went to the bathroom 2 times, 3 times tops in 2 days because I couldn't move. But like I said, the person I'm striving to be and the God that I serve makes me believe and feel that no matter what I'm going through, yeah, I'm going to complain. Yeah, I'm going to moan and groan and all that. But he ain't going to let me down. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm going to try my best not to let him down. So on that note, love you know what I'm saying? Love yourself. Love each other. Even love the ones that, sometimes you got to love the ones that don't love you. You might have to love them from a distance. You know what I'm saying? But still love on them. Like I said, if your enemy came to your door right now and their mouth was like, their mouths was starch white, they were hungry, and you looking at them and you saw, or you seeing that these people have not eaten in days, if not weeks, you just gonna sit there and let them die of thirst or hunger because you just have this much hatred for this person in your heart? Or would you just do the right thing? Doesn't mean you have to hang out with the person. Don't mean you have to talk to them, socialize with them. You just want to do the right thing according to what your God would expect you to do. Okay? So just do the right thing. You know what I mean? And sometimes we going to have to pick up the slack for people that don't know no better. Just because somebody, you know what I'm saying, is standing or sitting or whatever in a church in front of a large congregation. You know, we like I said, we put these people on these high pedestals and we feel like, oh, they should have it together. They should know how to do the right thing and say the right thing because that's what they're teaching us to do. Yeah, just because they're teaching you don't mean that they taught themselves. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes you're in a position where you just have to try to pick up the slack where other people just can't do it. You know what I'm saying? And we be pissed off because we looking at like this dude or whatever, these people are supposed to have it together. Like, you preach the word of God all day long. And then the first thing want to come out of your mouth is that you want to, that's a very horrible thing to say. Like, you want to lock your churches down. But guess what? It is. But don't worry about it. Because trust me, that too shall pass. And what goes around comes around. And I'm not saying that to say like, oh, he'll get what he deserves, because it ain't for me to say what he deserves. I just got to continue to, you know what I'm saying, to strive to be a better human being my damn self. And hopefully I just continue to pray that whatever good that I'm trying to do, maybe it will rub off on him. Maybe some of that positive energy will rub off on this man. And the next time, or maybe he'll have a change of heart and he'll feel bad and his conscience will bother him enough to say, you know what, like I shouldn't have done this. You know what I mean? I should have done this a better way. Or I probably couldn't have offered my whole entire, you know what I'm saying, building, but I could have offered a percentage of it. Don't know. But don't worry about it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like it's just going on and on and on and on. And that's all you see is it just keep popping up on the feeds. It's just Joel Osteen. Guess what? Now you know what's going on. Now that everybody is putting more energy, you know what I'm saying, which it should be positive energy. But now this negative energy is going into Joel Osteen and his comments about his churches. That everybody is taking focus off of the positive energy that should be going on, what it should be going on. So be careful so that you don't give somebody so much energy and you know what I'm saying, you're not taking it away from the things and the people who need it. Because just like that, I noticed how quick people started to get distracted. You see? Because at one point, everybody was on a roll. People were sharing. And people were you know what I'm saying, they were being found. You know, because everybody was doing what they were supposed to do. If somebody needs to come out and volunteer with the boat or something. Hey, T. Janae. Hey, my love. You know what I'm saying? People was coming out and helping in every way that they could. Whether if they was sitting, you know what I'm saying, standing in water for days at a time to try to get these people rescued, or if they lent their boats, or they shared posts on Facebook. All it was going so beautifully, and then Satan said, no, like it's going too good. So you know what? I'm going to stop this party while, hey boo, I'm going to stop this party while it's going, and I'm going to throw a monkey wrench in this mess. And now I want to see it go the way I want it to go. So you know what? I'm going to stop this party, and then I'm going to throw this monkey wrench in called Joel Osteen, and everybody going to focus on him and get off the focus of these, you know what I'm saying, these human beings that are dealing with what they're dealing with and going through what they're going through. Because I don't like, because Satan said, I don't like the way y'all giving all this energy to these people. Because stuff is going too good, too fast, and it's going a little bit too perfect for me. So I'm going to throw Joel Osteen in here, and everybody going, you know what I'm saying, when y'all could have been using them posts as shares for the people who really need it, it's going on Joel Osteen. For what? You know what I'm saying? So don't worry about him. You know what I'm saying? He'll get his when it's due time, whatever that may be. So just continue to love on one another. Try to help as much as you can. Guess what? It's okay if you don't have that much to help with. Help is help. Even if you just go in there and you on Facebook and you writing a post and you say, I'm praying for the people in Houston. I'm praying for the people in Texas. That's help. It might not feel like it's helping here because you like, I don't feel like I'm doing something because, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying a few words. Well, no, that's not true, because you're saying a few words and you're saying that, you know what, my heart goes out to these people and I really feel what they're going through. And it's called being sympathetic and empathetic, right? So you're doing something, you know what I'm saying? So don't feel bad. Imagine if everybody in the world did something small, it will turn out to be something so huge and so grand, right? So, like I said, on that note, you guys, I love you guys so much. I'm feeling a little bit better. So on that note, you guys just continue to keep me uplifted in your prayer. You know what I mean? I know that I'm going to be okay. It's just a phase that I got to get through. But your girl going to bounce back. You know what I mean? I wasn't able to say too much of nothing for the last 2 days. But won't he do it? Because I'm on the camera right now. I'm laid on the couch and my hair ain't been combed in 2 days. But guess what? My medicine came this morning. I'm getting my life back together. It'll be all right. So just love on one another. You know what I mean? Don't be so quick to judge. You know what I'm saying? We are all imperfect people. We fall short every day and we make mistakes every day. None of us all know the right freaking thing to do and say. Bless you. Nobody knows what the best and right thing is for everybody all the time. We are all human. But all it takes from time to time, you guys, is just to think about what you're going to do and say before you do it. Because sometimes we'll be just so quick to just do and say whatever it is we want. We don't put any thought behind it. And not really knowing at the time that it can really put somebody in a bad situation that they worse than what they already in. You know what I mean? So just continue to do that. I'll come back on here today and love on you guys some more. I know you guys are at work or heading to work or, you know what I'm saying, and have a busy schedule. And I understand that. But like I said, I wanted to come on here and love on all you guys. So I love you guys so much. I really do. And I'm okay. I'm good. I'm just trying to, you know what I'm saying, get the proper rest that I need. It's just one of those things that happen. You know what I mean? I am not in the midst to question God. You know what I mean? I had enough of that. You know what I mean? I'm not going to be like, I'm not going to play the woe is me complex. You know what I mean? Because like I say, I'm at the point in my life where I don't even though I don't fully understand why I go through what I go through. You know what I mean? Because everybody, okay, my love, I see you, Tish. Even though, you know what I'm saying, we all get to that point in our lives where it's like, well, why me? You know what I'm saying? I'm a good person. I'm not a bad person. Why me? You know what I mean? I'm over that. You know what I mean? I know that in a strange way, this is all for a purpose. You know what I'm saying? Maybe this is my God's way of saying, you know what, like, yeah, you don't want to be sick and you don't want to deal with this horrible disease, but I feel like you are strong enough to help somebody else in their time of need that might not be as strong as you are. So this is what we're going to use it for. We're going to turn this negative into a positive. I get it. Got it. But doesn't mean that I'm not going to have bad days or horrible days. You know what I mean? You just have to have just as much confidence in Him than you do when you standing up on your feet than when you laying down. And that's a very hard thing to do, because when we standing up on our feet, child, we feel like everything is good. We walking, talking, we dancing and all that stuff. But as soon as you laying down on your back and you can't do the things you need to do, it's even to the point to go to the bathroom. You know what I mean? Because you just got to lay there and just hold it because you just don't feel good. Then it changes. That's when you just like, oh God, please help me, Lord, please help me. Somebody, Lord, get me, Lord, just change it. Like, no, I have the same faith in my God than I did when I was up on my feet than I do when I'm laying down. You know what I mean? I just feel that, hey, Monica, love you, sweetheart. I just feel like this, you guys. from time to time, I feel like if I'm going through something in my life where I'm not able to be up on my feet, it doesn't mean that my God is not listening to me. I just feel like he just had to take some of that energy off of me to go take it and put it on somebody else to help him. And when he's done helping them, he'll come back for me and help me. So, because the God that I know is a very unselfish God. He's not a selfish God. Hey, T, I love you, boo. You know what I'm saying? My God, the God that I know, he is not a selfish God. He's not a mean God. He's not a judgmental God. So, yeah, if I'm, you know what I mean, I just happen to be down for a while, you know what I mean, or feeling really, really, really sick. It's not, he didn't forget about me. You know what I mean? He just had to like put me down for a while and go help somebody else. And in turn of him doing that, he'll be back. Just like he's starting to come back right now. When he sent that medicine to my door, UPS overnight, he said, my child, I'm back. When I was able to take this medicine, and even though I'm not feeling good as of yet, you know what I mean? He's working on me right now. I love you more. Thank you. You know what I mean? So you just have to be patient and you know what I'm saying? Not only be patient, but also realize that you are not the only one that's going through what you're going through. And there's millions of people going through what you're going through. And I believe at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, my God is real. You know what I'm saying? No matter how light or heavy my situation may be at the time, like I said, I trust him and believe in him just as much as I do when I'm up on my feet than when I do when I'm on my back. You know what I'm saying? So, on that note, continue to do the good work. We are going to, you know what I'm saying? We're going to continue to pray for our family members and our friends and loved ones and even the ones that we don't know. We're going to continue to pray for them and lift them up in prayer. Hey, Kiki, my love. We are going to continue to support them no matter how big or small our contributions are. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it does not have to be a lot, you guys, in order for you to be noticed that you are doing something. Like I said, you can share somebody's post. You could just go on there and say, like, I'm praying for you guys. It's going to be okay. Hey, Chris. Hey, my love. You know what I mean? So, with that being said, I'm not going to hold you guys long. Hey, I'm not going to hold you guys long. I love you guys so much. You know I do. And you guys got this. You know what I mean? It's a lot going on right now. I get it. Hey, sissy, I love you. There's a lot going on right now. You know what I mean? But they're going to get through it. We're going to get through it. We're going to be okay. Just continue to be good people. Continue to be awesome people. And regardless of what's going on right now, continue to believe in yourselves. Continue to fight for your goals, your dreams. Don't let anybody deter you. Don't let anybody stop you. Don't let anybody hinder you. Don't let anybody tell you that it cannot happen, that it is not so. Continue to believe. Like I said, you think it and then you speak it and then you react it. Okay? So, we create our own power. I love you so much, sis. We create our own power. We create our own destiny. Note to you guys, like I say, I know everybody is busy at work and things like that. I just wanted to come on here and show my face because I miss talking to you guys so much. I was kind of like in jail for a little bit. I was trying to do a good. I was doing a good deed when I got locked out, but I thought it was no, sissy, I'm not feeling as better now, but I'm up. I got my meds and everything. They came overnight. They overnighted my meds and stuff to me this morning. So I'm going to be patient and let these medicines work because I know, you know what I mean? I don't expect them to work properly, like right when I take them. So, I've been going through this for a while. You know what I'm saying? It's just those phases. Like I have phases when I do really good and phases when I don't do good. So, I know it's going to take a while in order for me to get back on my feet. I feel like I'm on my feet, you know what I mean? Because like I said yesterday, you guys, I couldn't even do this. I wanted to get on live and talk to you guys, but it wouldn't have been a good look because yesterday I wouldn't have been able to, I would have been trying to talk to y'all, but it wouldn't have made sense. So that's why I was like, you know what, just let me just wait it out and wait till I get my meds and come back at it. So I'm so glad to be back on here with you guys. And like I say, you guys are so talented. If nobody told you today, I'm going to tell you guys this every single day. So don't just put the hearts and the love, the likes up for me. Put them up for yourselves. Pat yourselves on the back. Because you guys all done something awesome for yourself. Whether, like I said, you got up and worked the job. You got your kids off to school. You figuring out how to make ends meet. The beginning of the month is coming again. We all have to pay bills. We all got to figure out a way to rob Peter to pay Paul. So, and you just got to live, just in general. You know what I'm saying? So, if you can do all those things, then, like I say, if you have goals and dreams and things like that that you want to do for yourself, do it. You know what I mean? And don't allow anything or anyone to tell you that it's not so. You know what I mean? Because you have people in situations out here that'll tell you, like, girl, you know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to cuss and have God in the same sentence, but this is just me sometimes, and I just don't give a damn. They don't like you got to be on here. Because it's nothing hypocritical about me. However, you got some people that's on here that's like, girl, you know, you got different levels of people. Thank you so much, my love. Thank you, Kiki. I will. Like I say with you guys on here, you know what I mean? It does help me feel better. I have a beautiful support system. I really do. I'm so grateful for it. You know, like I said before, like a lot of people go through, you know, what I go through, and they have to go through it alone. And I'm blessed and fortunate where I don't have to go through that. So I'm not going to complain. You know, I have my husband that's here with me 24 hours a day. You know what I mean? And things that I can't do, he's, you know, here to do those things. I have you guys to love on me. So I don't have anything to complain about. You know what I mean? If I go through it, I go through it. But like I said, you guys, you know what? Just keep pressing, you know, pushing and praying for the things that you want. He's going to give you the things that you want when he feels like you need them in due time. Just have patience and be persistent. And don't allow things and situations to stop you. Because like I said before I change the subject, you know what I'm saying? You have all different type of people that will, in situations that will try to stop you and deter you. You have the ones that just flat out tell you to your face like, you out of your goddamn mind. You know damn well you say you want to be a dancer and you got 2 left fucking feet. When all they need to tell you is, you know what? Well, I feel like you can do it. Maybe you just got to go get you some dance classes. You know what I mean? It might take you a while, sister or bruh, but I feel like you got it. You know what I mean? You're going to be good. You got the people that just flat out tell you ain't going to be shit. And then you got people that lie to you in your face. And then when you're behind your back, then they reveal them true selves. You know what I'm saying? And your face is like, yeah, you got it. You know, you're going to be awesome. Just keep it up. I believe in you. And then when you turn your back, that bitch, she ain't going to never be shit. She wasn't shit. She ain't going to be shit. Like, you got people like that, you know. So you have to be very observing, you know what I'm saying, of who you have around you and who you allow into your, you know what I'm saying, into your home. When I say your home, it's not just where you reside at. I'm saying your home can be your home where you reside. Your home can be your heart. Your home could be your feelings. Your home could be your dreams, your goals, your aspirations, all those things. You have to be very careful of who you vent those things to, because you have some people that are for you and some people are for you now, but then will be against you later. And then, like I said, you have those people that just ain't for you at all. You know what I mean? So on that note, don't stop the flow. You know what I'm saying? Let it go the way that it's intended to go, because at the end of the day, it will make sense. It's not going to make sense to you now, nor a lot of things that are going on in my life make sense to me now. I can kind of see it, but it still doesn't make sense. But just because it doesn't make sense doesn't mean I'm going to stop it and be like, you know what, like I wasn't intending on doing this, so let me just stop it now. You know what I'm saying? And go back to what I was originally supposed to be doing. When in reality, you know what I mean, God is like, well, you wasn't supposed to stop it. You was just supposed to continue doing what you were supposed to do. Therefore, you know what I'm saying, once once I get you where you need to be, then you'll be able to do it all. And you won't have to pick and choose the things you do. So don't stop your flow. You know what I mean? be very discerning of, like I say, who you talk to, who you vent to. We all need those people that we can vent to and tell our ideas to and our goals and things like that, and things that go on in our lives and things like that. Just be very careful. You know what I mean? Because you have things that will delay your plane, and then you have situations where you can just take off. The goal is for us to be able to take off every single time. You know what I mean? We don't want to miss a flight. But from time to time, you're going to have people to say, you know what, I ain't ready for that plane to take off. Like, I don't want to take this plane. I want to take the 715 plane. So just be very careful and very mindful of that. So on that note, I will see you guys later on. I love you guys so much. Remember what I said. Love on one another. You know what I mean? Sometimes you have to love your enemies. You might have to love them from afar, but continue to love them, because in turn of doing that, you know what I'm saying, our God sees everything that we do, good and bad. I'd rather for him to see more good than bad. Doesn't mean I won't do, or bad things won't happen in my life, because I'm human and I fall short and I make mistakes every day. And he did not create us to be perfect people. We are imperfect people, and we were born into sin. So on that note, be yourselves, love yourselves. Don't try to portray yourself to be something for somebody else. If they can't get with who you are and love your flaws and faults, then you're good, you're bad, and you're ugly, then hey, you know what I'm saying? That's just a red flag and a sign telling you that, you know what, maybe you just need to 86 those people and then hang around the people that can accept you for you. You know what I mean? You should not have to argue with somebody about you being your damn self. If they don't like it, then they don't like it. But continue to be a good person and do good. Do as much good as you can. You know what I'm saying? Do what your heart can afford. You know what I mean? Because if you're just doing way more, then you're not being yourself. You know what I mean? Because just because you're only doing a small percentage now don't mean that you won't be able to do something bigger and greater later. Okay? So remember not to judge. You know what I mean? Because you're going to have people that will judge you or judge other people. But what you don't want to do is you don't want to become those people that we despise and talk about all the time. So don't be a judgmental person. Be a loving person. Sometimes you can love people up close and you can love people from afar. But just continue to love. You know what I mean? And continue to pray for the ones who can't pray for themselves, because there's a lot of them out there that's like that. Okay, one of them in particular that I'm not going to give too much fame and shine right now, because I feel like I talked about him enough already. So on that note, you have people like that will do and say crazy things. Sometimes they don't really know what they're doing and saying. Sometimes they do. So people like that, you just got to continue to pray for them. You know what I'm saying? And just move on with your day. So on that note, take a chill pill for a minute. I'm good. Okay, I'm going to get better. Thank you guys so much for your love and support. And I will be back on here later on today. And I'm going to pray on the fact that I have enough energy to put a comb and a brush to my head. Because I'm okay this way, but I would like to be a little better. I want to get up off my behind, because I've been sitting and laying for too long. And do something good for myself today. So on that note, I will see you guys later on. Have a good day. Have a blessed day. Have a awesome day and a prosperous day, and do one good thing for a person, no matter how big or small. Okay, so I'll talk to y'all later on. And you know what, while I'm sitting here, while I'm laying here, I'll try to figure out something cool for us to talk about when I come back on this evening. But if I can't figure nothing out, then we'll wing it like we always do. So have a good day, you guys. Okay, love you guys. Bye bye.